Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. We are the Lion Gaming crew, and in this season 28 video, we're going to be doing a showcase for our free season hybrid save file for season 28. This is going to be the stat modded variant. Since I shot the original 20k Paragon variant, we have released two more variants, which is a full softcore seasonal 20k Paragon save variant, as well as a full hardcore seasonal 20k Paragon save variant. So if you're looking for any of these variants, any of these seasonal save files, all you need to do is hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and you'll find all of our free seasonal save files linked in the file downloads channel. Now, I do want to note before we get into this video, you are going to need either a save wizard or a jailbroken PS4 to resign the save to your account. Although if you do not have either of those, but you do have access to a PC or a laptop and a USB thumb drive, you can enter in our giveaways. We do 4 giveaways each week in a total of 8, because we do them 2. We do 1 on Monday and 1 on Wednesday, to a total of 8 winners every single week. So I hope that helped. If y'all enjoyed this video, definitely let me know, drop it a like. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get right on to the showcase video. So we're just going to focus more on the visuals, since this is the stat modded save variant. So we're going to pop in with each character. All of the gear is going to be the same as what we showed in the 20k Paragon variant. I'll try to link an iCard up in there so you guys can click on that if you haven't watched the 20k Paragon variant. So we're just going to take a look at these visuals. So this is Rubius Hagrid right here, man. We decided to change from the Wanderer promos, which was what we had on there for the version 1.1, and we decided to go with that black transmog look just because you can't naturally obtain this in the game, and I feel like it just looks super cool. And we did put visual effects on both the weapons, so the main hand, the offhand, and the helm and the shoulders as well. So this one right here is just looking super cool, man. I really like the way these transmogs looks like we got the Doombringer ethereal weapon in the main hand, then we have that shadow clone weapon in the offhand, which is the mighty weapon found in the developer weapons in the D3 Studio editor. And quickly, I do want to just kind of go over here to the stash really quick. We're not going to take a look at the stash. I just want to show all of the different stuff that we got here. So we're gonna go ahead and look at all the different wings. I didn't show this in the 20k Paragon variant, so we're just gonna scroll down, showing that we do have a lot of the cosmetics already unlocked, and some that are not even on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, that are like Nintendo Switch exclusives. That's why it says I need an icon on there, so pretty cool. We'll go through all the pets really quick, just do a quick scroll down, because this wasn't shown in that 20k Paragon variant showcase video. So we're just going to go ahead and, show everything here. We did have some in the stash as well. Those are the Diablo 4 pre-order bonuses, as well as last season's pets and cosmetic rewards and stuff like that. So there's all the pennants. The portrait frames, we're going to try to go a little fast because there's so many portrait frames in this game, man. I feel like there's like 100, there's probably like 120 in total. So there's just absolutely insane amount of freaking portrait frames, man. But yeah, other than that, though, all of these variants are going to be exactly identical to one another. They're one-to-one clones. The only thing that changes, obviously, is like, the stat modded save is going to have, we'll pop in the details stash so I can show you guys. So yeah, everything is obviously, it's got the auto 21 dot modification applied. So you're going to get over like 100% on most stats, with a bunch of damage, stuff like that. So you're going to have obviously 100% on the attack speed increase. Your critical hit chance is capped out. Critical hit damage is a negative value. Now you might see that negative value and think that's actually bad, but it's actually super good having that negative value. So yeah, cooldown reduction is way over 100%. It's at like almost 200%, which is absolutely insane. We have no gear equipped either. So, if you start equipping the amulet, the bracers, the rings, and the belt, you're going to even get more stuff. And that's what you want to do. If you want to keep these visual layers applied, you only want to equip these. So you want to equip the amulet first, then the bracers, then the rings, and then the belt. And that's all you want to equip if you want to keep the visuals. If you don't really care for the visuals, you can go ahead and equip all of the gear. It doesn't really matter. The only character that is an exception to this rule is going to be the Demon Hunter, because the Demon Hunter does require you to have a bow equipped to use some skills. So that's the only really exception to this rule. Right here, we are popping in with the Crusader now. It looks like we got Kalim's Will, the ethereal weapon, in the main hand. Then we have that Shadow Clone Crusader shield there in the offhand. And we got the Guradu Transmog for the helm, which I think just looks super good. I like how it all flows together. looks pretty dope. You guys will notice the wings are being de-equipped or removed when we join the game, and that's still because unfortunately, if you don't have Diablo 4 pre-ordered on your Battle.net account, it's just going to get removed. It's still a bug though. We do have them over here in the stash, so if you do want to equip them, but as soon as you leave the game, they are going to be removed. But we also do have the brand new Season 28 End of Journey rewards, being Tan and the Tiny, as well as the Primal Hunter. So if you want to check those out, they're also on the save. So for the Demon Hunter here, we got the believe it's the Visage of the Betrayer for the helm with the fire modded visual on there. And then we got the Wind Force bow. And in the offhand, we got the hand crossbow shadow clone variant. It looks kind of funky. He's like holding both the bows with one hand. It looks kind of weird, but I still like it though. I think it looks pretty cool. So popping in now with the next characters, moving our way down. All of these are going to have unique visuals. They're going to be different from softcore to hardcore. So we're going to go in with each character and just kind of move our way down the list. So with the monk here, we got the second quintennial sword for both the main hand and the offhand. We got the red soul shard and the helm with the fireworks visual applied. Looks like we got light on the main hand and fire on the offhand. So pretty cool. I really like these visuals, man. I feel like they just make the characters pop. You know what I mean? Like it's absolutely crazy, man. Here we go with the Necromancer. I like this class, man. I really like this class. So in the main hand, we got, it looks like the Bones of the Rathma. Not the Bones of the Rathma, the guy, man, Jesteth Skull Scythe there in the main hand. For the helm, we have the Red Soul Shard with the Holy Light visual layer applied. In the offhand, we have the 100% Fear proc sword, which is augmented to look like the Spectrum sword. So that's pretty cool. It looks like we also have the light there on the offhand. We have poison on the main hand, so kind of fitting that Necromancer-esque vibe, using poison and bone and stuff like that. Popping in with Remus Lupin. This character is pretty cool too. We got the Ariox Needle for the main hand, which is a gigantic spear. And the offhand, we have the Shadow Clone Mojo or Moo, whatever the hell you guys call it, man. I can never remember. And then the helm, we got the Red Soul Shard with almost like, I think it's the Arcane visual applied. The offhand's got the flame, and then the main hand, it's got frost. So all comes together to look pretty cool, man. I tried to really go hard with these visuals. I'm going to keep updating them as the season progresses, as I find even cooler looking visuals to put on here, because there's so much we can do with these visuals, man. This is just the beginning. This is just like the very beginning of our visual adventure that we're about to go on. So I hope y'all are ready, because as we get more familiar with these visuals and as we come up with new and unique transmog looks, we're going to change them, man. So in the main hand for the wizard here, we have the Oculus with the arcane visual applied, and then the offhand, it looks like it would be, I believe it's the Shadow Clone weapon for the wizard, and then the top, the hat, I believe it's the wizard's hat. I can't remember. It's got the fireworks applied on there though, with the lightning on the offhand. So kind of coming together with all of the different elements for the wizard, since they like to use a bunch of elemental damage and stuff like that. Popping in now with the hardcore barbarian, we have the Grim Reaper, which is a two-handed mighty weapon applied on both the main hand and the offhand, with fire and lightning for the fire in the main hand, lightning on the helm, and I believe it is frost on the offhand. I just really like putting fire and frost together on the weapons. I think it just looks so cool, and this weapon already gives off like a super cool look to it, and I really like this weapon, man. So glad we got that set up. Looks pretty cool. We got the Visage of the Betrayer there for the helm. Moving on now into the Crusader. Believe the mace, this is the ethereal mace. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. It is the Aster's Iron Ward with the lightning affix visual applied, and then we have the Shadow Clone Crusader shield with fireworks, and on the helm it's the Gerudo transmog with the frost. So looks pretty dope, man. I really want to go even harder with these, so I'm expecting here in the near future to have an update for this to where it even looks even cooler, man. Because I know some of these characters you can change from like black to pink to purple, so is pretty cool. So for the Demon Hunter here, we again have that Visage of the Betrayer with the blood coming off of it. In the main hand, we have the Doomslinger Ethereal Bow with the poison visual, and then the offhand, we again have that Doomslinger Ethereal Bow with the frost visual applied. So pretty cool, man, coming together to look pretty awesome. I love having those two ethereal weapons. It just looks so cool, man. I can't get enough of these ethereals. I started using the shadow clones and I was like, man, these don't look as cool as some of these ethereals look. So yeah, we're at it with the ethereals. Here we go. For the monk, we have the red soul shard in the helm with the light/holy visual layer applied, and then in the main hand we have, I believe it is the Jade Talon, and then in the offhand we have the Barthrix Cutthroat. So two ethereals there. The one in the offhand is the Blue Bubbles visual, and in the main hand it is the Frost. So looking pretty cool, man. Like it a lot. Feel like with the monk we got to go with that holy look, man. Just looks so cool. Can't get enough of it. Here we go with the Necromancer. Using that red soul shard just because I feel like it looks super cool on a lot of these characters. So for the Necro, we're using the red soul shard in the helm with the Frost. For the main hand, I believe it is one of the ethereals. I believe it's Black Bog Sharp. I believe, yeah, it's Black Bog Sharp. And then the offhand, we have the the staff, the Shadow Clone staff, and I believe it's got poison on there. And the main hand has lightning, so pretty cool. I like to stick with certain themes for certain characters, you know what I mean, with the visuals, because there's only about 8 of them that we can pick from in the editor, but I try to make them tie together to look super cool. So in the main hand on this Witch Doctor, we got the Gibden Ethereal Weapon with the poison visual. We got the red soul shard with the blood on the helm, and in the offhand we have the blue bubbles with the shadow clone mojo. So pretty cool, man. Now on to the final character, Hermione Granger, man. So we're going to take a look at her, and then we're going to pop in with the detailed stats just to show that they're exactly the same on both softcore and hardcore seasonal. So for the main hand, looks like we again have that Oculus with the offhand having that same wand, and then with light on the main weapon, fireworks on the offhand, and arcane in the helm. So we're going to quickly go over all of the wings, because since we are on hardcore seasonal, just show you guys that you do have them on both modes, because I didn't really show any of this, like I said earlier, in that 20k Paragon variant. So we're just going to quickly scroll down to show that everything is unlocked with these saves, and we are also going to show all of the different materials, because I also didn't show that, man. Yeah, I was like, I don't know, man. I was just so excited that we finally had our save out. Everything was working as intended. There was no more bugs. So I was just like, I was excited, man, and I forgot to include some of this stuff, so that's my bad. I'm going to go down here, show all the different materials. We also have, guess what, the Primordial Ashes maxed out with the insane value at like 2 trillion or something like that. So I hope y'all enjoyed, man. If you did, definitely let me know by dropping a like, and stay tuned. We got plenty more showcase videos here coming soon. We're also going to build more seasonal only builds that incorporate soul shards in both the helm and then the main weapons, kind of like the ones shown here. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all the latest and greatest gear releases here on the channel. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend. I really appreciate your support. Let me know your thoughts and feedback down in that comment section down below. And I really hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.